My daughter told me what you did for her, Rangers. I can't express how thankful I am. Though a handful of tellurium might help communicate my feelings. Use it how you see fit. Oh, I hid. Ain't ashamed. I'm just a data processor. Was down here pulling punch cards, filling in for my pal Bishop, when it all went sideways. I only came out when things quieted down a bit ago. And who was poking around but Newt?
And I wouldn't have gotten here without you, Rangers.
Boy, did I need that last dose Newt brought me. I was pretty ragged after hiding out during the strike. Not sure what we'll do for the next dose, but we'll figure it out together.
Oh, Mom, tell them what you just told me.
Oh, sure. Being a data processor, I sometimes get the chance to process things the way I like. So now Newt's got a job on the truck line with me. We'll move her into the barracks soon. I read you, Rangers. Thanks again.
Thanks.
Hello. Administrator Markham has informed me that Steeltown's medical services and supplies are now available to you. Are you crazy? They take shrinkage out of my commission. I need that money. I don't give free medical advice, but anything else, okay, I guess. Some, yeah. We have a medical supply unit. Makes drugs, hospital equipment, first aid kits. Only a small part of what Steeltown does, though. Mostly heavy equipment and weapons. So, the tools to hurt you and the tools to heal you. We get you coming and going. I know all the noise is doing nothing for my headache. That's what I know. I guess some of the workers think they're being treated unfairly, and they're on strike. They should try working on commission. Then they'd know real pain. I just hope they sort it out soon. Markham says the gangs are getting closer every day. And if the workers don't start making guns soon, we're doomed. Well, maybe Steeltown won't, but plenty of us will. And all those people out in the camp, before I got hired, I was in that camp. We were sitting ducks out there. Jokes aside, I understand the people in the factory have legitimate complaints, but now is not the time. This crow person who's leading the workers needs to realize that. The way I hear it, Ludlow's the actual problem. Just a complete bully who never should have been made security chief. Crow's problem isn't that she's wrong, just that she's being selfish for fighting this now and not waiting until we fought off the gangs. Of course, her people are dying right now, so you can kind of understand how she doesn't care so much about people dying later. Yeah, sure. My pleasure. Have a nice welcome back. Need any patching up? Yeah, okay. Welcome back. Need any patching up? Let me wash my... Alright, just hang on. Gotta blow my nose. All set. Uh-huh.
Have you resolved the situation in the factory? This just confirms my suspicions. The computation engine highlighted Ludlow as a peacemaker and negotiator. Something's definitely gone wrong with it. Speaking of definitely gone wrong, I told you to use the less-than-lethal weapons on my workers. Why the fuck am I getting these reports of deaths from their exosuit biometrics? I guess subtlety isn't your strong point. Fine, I'll talk to her. Just as soon as we start getting things out the door again. Okay. Let me pay you. But don't go anywhere. I have another job for you. Before I handed the creation of the computation engine over to Dai, it was the project of my partner Blue. Sadly, Blue and I had a little falling out over design decisions, and now he's my ex-partner. Anyhow, when he left, he stole a gizmo called the Synaptic Degausser, which is the only tool that can fix the engine without me having to redesign it from the ground up. And there's no way that's happening before the gangs get here. So get me back the Degausser, and you get another paycheck. Oh, and you better take Di with you again. She knows what the damn thing looks like. Out in the scrapyard someplace, leading some other ex-workers of mine who've decided to get back at me for my crimes by vandalizing my factory and stealing my shipments. The refugees out there call them the Ghost Gang because no one knows where their hideout is. I call them losers. Couldn't hack real work, so now they're playing at bandits. Pathetic. Fair enough. Ask. I came here from the Motor City Combine, what folks used to call Detroit, back before it took an atomic ass-pounding during the war. Lots of craters after, Lots of radiation. It had always been a tough city. It only got tougher. But it was an industrial city, too. We knew how to build, smelt, tool, mass produce. We turned scrap into trucks, guns, freezers, you name it, and got rich selling it from the lakes to the bayous. Could have been the biggest city in the Midwest. Could have been. Greed happened. Greed and stupidity. The Buckeye Republic ordered 100 tanks and 1,000 guns from our biggest makers. All those fools could see were those pretty Buckeye bucks stacking up in their vaults. Weren't they surprised when those sod-kicking Puritans took delivery of all those tanks and guns and drove them right back up the Erie Shore to the MCC? Caught us flat. That war's still going on, I guess. I left before they got north of Flat Rock. Never looked back. What didn't I do? Started on the line in a truck plant and worked my way up to operations manager. Did every job in between, too. But what I really liked was automation and analytics. Pretty soon I got the idea to start something of my own. Walked out of that plant with Blue, who's a shit-hot engineer, and we set up a shop in the ruins. Started scavenging for old computers and robots. We just found Di and were having her bug fix and maintenance scheduling algorithm we were prototyping when those Buckeye bastards came rolling up the Detroit River. The three of us packed a truck and headed west, looking for a buyer. Old Saul was the first to make a serious offer. Saul gave me a lump of coal. I made a diamond out of it. His empire was growing fast, but his resources were lagging. He needed more vehicles, heating systems, radios, guns, all the things that make a civilization, right? He had some old duffer down here in Pueblo making trucks for him, by hand, one every 2 months. I told him I could make him 10 a month. He fired the duffer, put me in charge, and gave me carte blanche to experiment. It was fantastic. Using computer-assisted automation, I've been able to revive forgotten manufacturing processes and deliver products nobody's seen since the deluge. Steeltown is now a crucial part of Colorado's economy, and I'm its architect. That's why I need to find out why my computation engine is malfunctioning. I'm the one who built all this, and I still couldn't keep it running without that thing's help. And that would be bad, because if Steeltown fails, Colorado fails with it. He relies on it. Without the weapons I make, the Eastern gangs would have him outgunned and overrun. Without my heaters and radios and generators, he couldn't give his people the creature comforts that make them think he's a god. Of course, I rely on him too. It's a partnership. He keeps Colorado safe and attractive, and that creates a steady market for the things I make. We share a vision of Colorado rising strong, helping to rebuild the world. Like getting my synaptic degausser back? Sure. Don't drag your feet, Rangers. We don't have long before the gangs get here. The stability of Colorado is at stake, not to mention the lives of everyone here in Steeltown. Now get going.
Hey guys, good work cleaning up that mess in the factory. Markham says I can sell you stuff now, so R&D is open for business. Go right ahead. Please, guys, she's right there. All I know is Blue stole something from Steel Town on his way out the door, and his gang of ghosts continue stealing from us every chance they get. A lot of people around here remember Blue as a good guy, but in my book, actions like that make him nothing but a common crook. No. They work on people wearing Steel Town brand cybernetic controllers, so just our workers. If the gangs get here, and I hope they don't, you'll have to use normal weapons to fight them, even the Scar Collectors. Their cybernetics are all random bargain basement crap and aren't compatible with ours. My pleasure. Of course.
display monthly. This month, we are highlighting the proud work of Factory Section 4. Job placement area, where Assistant Bianchi oversees the testing of new Steeltown employees to find their best fit.
Greetings, fellow employees. Welcome to the Steeltown Job Placement Center.
Supposed to test?
We're trying to establish your tolerance for mental discomfort. Just stare into it
Sure,
and
you are
tell me what you
authorized
see.
to take that. A rinse
Look
cycle.
for your paperwork.
That's what I see. Are you absolutely sure you're authorized to do that?